When's the last time you found yourself scrolling through TikTok, falling down a rabbit hole, and purchasing something that promised to work a miracle? I'm sure that was not that long ago. I'm Dr. Mara Weinstein. I'm a board-certified dermatologist, and it's my job here to set the record straight. I'm going to walk you through a few things that I feel are scams when it comes to dermatology and skincare. Maybe not even scams, but misleading. And it's my job as a board-certified dermatologist to help set the record straight so that when you are purchasing things that you hope will help with your skincare concerns, are actually effective and have good clinical data that back them. So if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like and subscribe below and share with your friends. All right, let's get into it. So the first product that I think really deserves a bit of pause are those touted to help improve cellulite. So if you think about the anatomical reasoning for cellulite, so there's fibrous bands that are connected between the epidermis and the dermis, and between the fibrous bands, there's a bunch of fat, and at the end of the band, it's connected to what we call fascia. So that sort of holds your muscle in place. So cellulite is created by a few reasons. One, that these fibrous bands are pulling down on that top layer of skin. Meanwhile, the fat that they're kind of holding is outpouching through. The fat that is in between the layer of superficial skin and fascia begins to get larger and sort of become visible at the level of the skin, which leads to these dimples and sort of rippled appearance of the skin. So if you just think about what I described, it is very much a deep tissue issue, and multiple things are involved, including thinning of the skin, fatty tissue that's outpouching, and a fibrous band that really there are procedures to treat. So cellulite can be treated with a procedure called subcision. So it's basically a method of severing that fibrous band to release the tissue, therefore creating a smooth contour on top. That's one way to reduce the appearance of cellulite. The other way would be to do a little bit of liposuction and reduce some of that fatty layer while at the same time releasing the fibrous band. Many of you are watching this might be women, so 90% of women struggle with cellulite. So it's not something that you can really control. You could be in the best shape of your life or work out of a trainer and still have cellulite. So it really has nothing to do with weight. We think it has something to do with estrogen and the way women's bodies are made, because men don't really have cellulite. So all that to say, creams aren't really going to help with the root cause of cellulite, which is the tugging of the fibrous band and the outpouching of fatty tissue underneath the skin. What they can do, however, is improve the appearance of the skin on top of the cellulite to help promote collagen production, thicken up that first layer of skin so that it looks more vibrant, healthy, less crepey. But in terms of getting rid of cellulite, I don't buy it. Number 2, collagen creams. So collagen creams are blowing up. Now, collagen creams that promise to deliver collagen to the skin are a total fluke. Starting in our late 20s, we lose about 1% of collagen per year. So losing collagen is a serious issue. Don't get me wrong on that. But in order to replace and replenish and prevent the reduction of collagen over time, we really need to give our skin something that's going to stimulate our intrinsic or our own collagen production. And things like this include retinoids, peptides, which are the building blocks of collagen, and also in-office procedures where we deliver heat to the skin, cause a little bit of damage right in the dermal layer. And believe it or not, that damage stimulates fibroblasts, which are collagen producing cells, to produce more collagen. So simply putting a collagen cream on the face is not going to help your body produce more of your own collagen. Now, collagen is a standalone ingredient, and you'll see it in various products. I've talked about a product by Neutrogena called the Collagen Bank. There is collagen in certain creams, but it's not the main driver of the function of the cream. So collagen can be pretty hydrating and plumping to the skin as an ingredient. It needs to be hydrolyzed because it is a large molecule. And if it is formulated in a cream as is, it's not going to penetrate through that first layer of skin. So when it's hydrolyzed, it's broken apart and more easily absorbed. There is hydrolyzed collagen as an ingredient that exists in creams, but collagen creams themselves that tout to produce more collagen, don't waste your time or money. Now here's a little nuanced dermatology scam that I think can be really misleading. So if you have very sensitive skin and you're looking for things that are unscented or fragrance-free, it's really important that you read the back of the bottle. And often the ingredients are actually on the packaging and not the bottle itself. So before you even buy the product, pick it up off the shelf and read the ingredients. If it says unscented, turn around to the back and make sure there's nothing in there like lavender oil, feverfew, propolis, anything that could potentially stimulate an allergy. If you have sensitive skin, you want to avoid. Often if skincare says unscented on the front, it actually means that there are ingredients in the product that have a scent, but they've added other ingredients to mask that scent, which is why it's called unscented. What you really want to be looking for is fragrance free. That means a product is completely free of all fragrances, and for all practical purposes, it should not further sensitize your skin if you are sensitive to fragrances. Now, scented products are not the enemy, right? So not everybody is allergic or sensitive to fragrances. So another thing that's very misleading in derm is you'll hear a lot of people say, oh, the product shouldn't smell, it shouldn't smell good. If it smells good, avoid it. That's true in cases where people have very sensitive skin and are worried about further irritation. But if a product has fragrance in it, again, it doesn't mean that you can't use it. It just might not be right for all skin types. The fourth thing is at-home skincare devices. Now, you've seen these all over Instagram and TikTok and all over the media, really. So there are multiple different devices. There are microcurrent devices. There are LED light masks. There are also rolling devices and different type of vibrational devices. So really, all these devices are okay if there's something that you really want to commit to doing at home. There is some data showing that consistent daily use can produce results. However, you sort of have to check yourself on this, right? So if you're going to invest in something, do you have time? Are you really going to use it for half an hour every day to see the results? And that might be right for you, but it's not going to be right for everyone. So when patients ask me, should I invest in this LED mask or this microcurrent device? I tell them to dig deep and decide whether or not they're going to commit that time at night, which could be part of their self-care routine, to use the device regularly. And if they do, that's great, because I do think that there is benefit when used regularly. Now, the real benefit comes from doing in-office procedures and combining that with an at-home skincare device. So when you do in-office procedures, have a solid skincare routine, and then put a device on top of that, you're going to augment your results and make them last even longer. So it can be a great way to maintain the radiance and glow of your skin, especially if you just had a laser and it did an amazing job. Then go home and use that LED device and help to maintain that collagen production and get your glow on. Now, the last thing that I find really frustrating and a really hard conversation with patients is dark spot remover cream. So there are so many types of dark spot remover creams, but dark spot remover creams are not going to eliminate your dark spots. They could potentially lighten them a little, but if your desire is to truly rid your skin of the dark spot, that's going to require coming in to see a board-certified dermatologist who is an expert in laser science and has devices to help remove these dark spots. Now, even after we remove them in the office, they can reoccur, but often I have patients who come in once or twice a year for what they call a fall cleanup or a spring cleanup, and we help remove the dark spots from the skin so they can go through the next few seasons without them. At-home dark spot remover creams, again, contain lightening and brightening ingredients, but I can't tell you how many times I've seen patients come into the office, they've spent so much money on all these different creams to help remove dark spots, and they just don't do the trick. The other issue is you have to know what you're treating. So if you're treating a dark spot that is a result of a condition called melasma, it's not going to go away with an over-the-counter lightening cream. It could reduce the chances that it gets worse, but the actual patch of melasma is not going to go away. There are so many different layers of pigment in the skin, and often melasma is a combination of superficial and deep pigment. And so while the creams might help to lighten the superficial pigment, it's not going to touch the deep pigment, which is why, again, you need to seek help from a board-certified dermatologist, even just one visit to kind of get the lowdown on what's going on with your skin and what could help. Might help you budget between your skincare and your in-office procedures. And that's really what our job is to help guide you and make sure that A, we know why you're developing dark spots, B, we can give you the tools at home to prevent them, and C, if you want to do an in-office procedure, we can offer that to you. And so then you've tried everything in our toolbox to help reduce the appearance of the spots, and then you can develop a routine where yearly you have a system whereby you do at-home skincare, you come in once a year, and we keep your skin looking clear. So if you like this content, you want to learn more, and you want some guidance on what products you should be using at home or what things you really should splurge or save on, let me know in the comments below. A new video drops every Sunday evening, so make sure you check out next week's video and take a look at the past few videos, see if there's anything that you think could be helpful. I'd love to hear your comments and suggestions. Thanks so much for hanging with me, and I'll see you soon.